Hey, Good Stuff family. We're coming to you tonight from Medina with so much good stuff I can't even stand it. Three stories woven into one. This is the Collin Cares 5K, which in itself is amazing. But I want to introduce you right now to my day a couple days ago was crazy weaving of good stuff people. And so I have a new friend here, Isaiah Hill, who is a crazy runner. And I was following his story. He's a wrestling coach out of Cleveland Central Catholic. And I was following his story, how he's mentored and been a wrestling coach and actually like is proving to be a really good, worth his weight in gold. And he's also like a dad to a lot of them, including Madeleine Wadesisi, who just fresh off, what, a month or so, not even? Not even. So I'm going to start right here. And they came from Cleveland out here to Medina. So tell me what you just accomplished with Coach Hill.
So a couple months ago, well, not even a month ago, I wrestled at a national tournament in Fargo, North Dakota. I took 5th at that tournament. And
5th. In a national championship, y'all. Right here in Cleveland. And I'm going to follow her. I'm going to be like, I knew her when. Right? And the reason it was so appealing, this story, because we just have the Olympic gold medalist wrestler, Tamira, who you've been following for years. And that's what I was doing on the Good Stuff page the other day. I was showing like her press conference was so full of joy. And you said that's how she always is, because you've been following her, right?
Yeah.
Give me a little window into why she is so inspirational for you.
Well, I just find it like really cool. Like when I started the sport, it was just like there was barely even that many girls in the sport. I was really bad my first year. You can vouch on that. I was horrible. But now here I am. And like it was one of the main reasons why I like kept on going. There was a lot, but like a lot of good ones. To stop was one of the reasons, because it was just cool to see someone who looks like me competing at that level.
Yes. And she kept saying that she never gave up. Is that what Coach Hill was for you? Was he pushing you?
Yeah, he was.
And that's a good intro then to Isaiah Hill. Seriously, y'all, I feel like we go back like half an hour in person meeting, but I felt like just talking to you on the phone like I knew you, and like your classic The Good Stuff. So not only do you coach all of these wrestlers, you tell me about Beat the Streets, this foundation that you do in Cleveland.
Beat the Streets, it's a ton of us, Demetrius Williams, myself, and a whole bunch of other, it's too many to name, but yeah, we do a good job working with kids in the inner city, giving them hope, something different that they can do with the sport of wrestling in Cleveland, giving them different outlets. Madeleine, she got to go to North Dakota, those opportunities that a lot of kids from our neighborhoods don't get. But Beat the Streets helps them out with the training and, financial stuff. That's a lot of money to go to these tournaments that some of these other places get, they have. And it's very big, and, get into a lot of different stuff, but, she was training all summer trying to
So again, the week of that day. So here I have this conversation. For the Collin here in Collin was this, and this is Hayden, his girlfriend. His dad gave the greatest of just how much he did. Yes. So will you kind of give me a window? Probably no one knew him better than you, but his parents. So a window into Collin, how much of an overachiever he was.
How good at things he was. Everything that he did, he could go above and beyond. So he was the best at sports. We did backstage crew for musicals, and that's like one of the reasons how we met Molly too, like through musicals and stuff. He was, lacrosse was a huge part of everything, and he was amazing. He was so cool. He got like a surgery, and Like 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go, snowboarding. He popped a couple stitches while we were snowboarding. He's like, you know what, it's fine. Like, I'll get it fixed. Thing. So he was just one of those kids that he anything stop him. So he was amazing. Yeah.
Lily, will you push in? I don't know, are you on a 2-shot? Can you just push in for the single people? Huge shout out to Lily Bish, who's doing the StreamYard for us. New friend Jason, can you show Jason behind the camera? He had like this, and I said, could you please come help us? He did, he rose up. And Jason did he's an amazing videographer. He did a fantastic that I will share on Isaiah and his wrestlers too. So huge shout out to the crew. But yeah, so if you could be like just on all continue.
Started it because so many people reached out to him and really gave him support, so he wanted to give support to those people back, and it's just completely gotten into something so much bigger than we could have ever. I was selling bracelets in the back of my car senior year of high school, just like helping us.
Will you guys mind to stand behind them, because I just want to keep you in the shot the whole time. Good stuff here, right? So, okay. When you raise this money, there are plenty of families who apply. How does this
out to them and that needs a donation, so we donate to people to have them do whatever they want with the money. They can go to a musical, one of their favorite musicals. They can use it for bills, they can use it for whatever they want, whatever they need to use it for, so it's like his own little make-a-wish that he created here in Medina, and it's really cool. Yes.
And that's a good segue here to Molly.
She was over here
Funny.
somewhere.
She volunteered for years. And tell us, Molly, about.
I was diagnosed with stage 3 brain cancer in August of 2019 for the first time, and then I had brain surgery and radiation and treatment, and I so I surgery ago. So it's kind of crazy that I get to be give back recovery and cares. It's nice to be here because when you with cancer, it's hard. Your life kind of just stops. And it didn't just affect me; it affected everyone I care about. Yep. And to be here with Hayden and with Collin Cares, they helped me kind of get out of my little funk. They gave me this check, and they said, "Do something that you want to do. Stop for a second, just sit and think about how great your life is, how you are, still be here, and take this and do something you want to do. Don't pay for the bills. Don't think about how much money it costs. Just do something where you can go out and feel like your life is just this beautiful thing." And that's what I got to do. I got to buy tickets to my favorite musical. I'm so excited to do it. I'm a singer, so it's just like life has a funny way of working out. And although I sadly do have to deal with cancer, I get to experience all these wonderful things with these wonderful people, and that's what Collin Cares was to me. And now I get to be here meeting these wonderful people and getting to meet Mateo and hear about him and what he's doing. Yeah. So yeah.
And you said it has a funny way of, we often say that the best good stuff comes out of sometimes the crappiest of stuff, right?
Yeah.
That we would never have scripted.
Right.
We could never have scripted. But like your mama said, you and Lily never been closer.
Right.
Right? And she was there to play music for you. Tell me about that quickly, because you're a singer. You're not just, you won't say this, but your mama bragged, top 3%, like only 3% Tell me about that, and I'm asking you to take your humble cape off right now.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, tell me what was that, the top 3%?
Yeah, so I go to a musical theater program, which is a really elite program. There's only 6 people in my class, and you know, it's amazing because all I've ever wanted to do is perform. Like, that's all I've ever wanted to do because I like to make people feel something. I like it when people can leave an impact on me, and so I always knew I wanted to be a performer. And so when I started auditioning for schools and realizing like, oh, okay, this can actually be something I do. Like, it's not a dream anymore, it's reality. I worked really hard. My sister had to give up a lot because it's a really hard process. And, you know, now I'm at the school of my dreams and I don't even care about the 3%. Like, yeah, it's awesome when I think about that, but it's more awesome to be somewhere where I feel so at home and just get to learn and grow. So yeah, that was awesome. And after brain surgery, Lily was there to play music for me, so I got to go to school and be in that 3%. So it's a funny way of the world working again, and kind of just like things will happen the way they're supposed to happen.
Your first surgery was like the first day you were supposed to be part of that, right?
Yeah, I was diagnosed with cancer on the day I was supposed to move into college.
So seriously, again, that's a moment where we say, really, God, really? That's right?
Yeah.
But then I come here and I'm like, oh, really, God, really, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that. Just thank you so much. And so Molly, just moments ago, can you hold it up a little higher, Lily? Thank you. Meets Mateo. I'm like, this is the drop the mic moment. Mateo, all the way from DC. This kid, 11 years old, Mateo. Oh my gosh, what a rock star. You may notice he has a cape. He's going to end up giving, look at him, he's so good. Right here, this is Molly. So he's going to end up running tonight in this race and then giving the cape to Molly. And he's done this several times before. Okay, so tell me again, would you really quick? So it's like you borrow the superhero powers for the race and then give him back the power with the cape. Is that right?
Yeah.
So tell me how you were motivated by who? A gentleman motivated you. Who was that?
His name was Len Forkus, and he's from Lakewood.
From Lakewood,
around
Ohio.
And he lives by me now.
Yep.
Around this town next to my town.
Yep.
And my dad knew him, and he introduced me to him for one of my projects that was titled Heroes Around Me. And he said, hey, why don't you look at this guy that I met? And his kid was diagnosed with cancer, and he started a nonprofit.
And he was a hero as far as you were concerned.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to be called a hero. In fact, his dad said he doesn't want to be the focus of this, even though they drove all the way from DC, all the way from DC, and you're going to go tomorrow to run again. They want it to be all about the real heroes. And so 11 years old, you're so humble. It's just not lost on me. So will you tell everyone, this is not your first gig. Tell me how many miles you've run. Races.
I've run a lot of races.
Yeah. And how many states is it?
About total, not counting the 15 states the other year, about 17. Yeah.
Wow. He's 11 again. Have I said that? 11 years old. And again, give us a window. I kind of said it all at the beginning because I was so like blown away. But tell me what it is that you hope to do when you run these races. What are you doing for these warriors?
I just hope that the other kids like me are inspired by not only me, but people like Len and other people like that, so that they can go out and make a difference using their passion, and so that these kids can be honored as heroes.
And you said, how many, let's see a show of hands, how many people have ever done a TED Talk? 11 years old, and he nailed it, right? So when you're on that stage, can you just kind of like sum up for us what it was? I was so taken by what you said. Can you kind of sum that up for us?
It's all about the kids, and it doesn't take anything to run a race. You just got to think about the kids.
Yes. And then you brought a girl up on stage. Tell me about that.
I brought up a girl up on stage, and she was really battling cancer, and she had a really rough time.
And she had beaten it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And she had the cape on. So how many capes are out there now? Do you have any idea?
about probably counting the ones last year, about 50.
50.
Oh, wow.
And Molly's going to get this one. Let's show again. Can we show again? This is what Molly's going to get. And I mean, if you want to talk about, this is the face of inspiration. This is a warrior right there. And I wear all these braces. Or not. Or not? Not? No. Oh my gosh. So you got a cape too? Come on. Mateo, come over here. So you brought a cape for Molly and for Collin. And where did Hayden go? She probably be going. Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm looking all around. So what does that mean to see that, Hayden? Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to come
This is amazing. And this was like in his element. He was, doing his cross country and he was running one of the things he loved, and that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And it's not lost on me that I say that it feels like he lives on, but almost I had a friend of mine say, no, he's gone and we miss him every day. But what? How do you feel today?
It's incredible being able to be surrounded by all of these people that know Collin and know what he's doing to still change and make a difference, even though he's not here. He is. It's incredible. It really is. Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm so grateful, and it's like I said before, we never expected this to be as big as it is, and each year it just keeps growing and we reach more people, and that's our goal, is that more people can hear about Collin and his difference, and we want people to defy the hand that they're dealt.
Defy the hand they're dealt.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I can't thank you guys enough. We'll be here for the race. In fact, I was going to run in the race, y'all. That's why I'm dressed so casually. But I think because there's so much good to get here, Isaiah's running. He's going to run. So I'm going to be cheering y'all on at the finish line. And then for our StreamYard viewers, for our social media viewers, we'll go live again when the race starts about, 8:30?
1 mile is 8:15, and then that 5K is 8:45.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No stopping us now.
Yeah, I know,
Thank you.
right?
Oh, my gosh. I love it so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
When you feel like you know people before you've even met them, you know what I would say in closing? I would say be a Collin. Hashtag be a Collin. Hashtag be a Molly. Hashtag be a Mateo and Isaiah, right? So they just raised the bar for myself included. I love you guys. God bless. Thank you, Lily.